last one we tried to run, the ball disappeared. So we're going to try to run it back. I was up 10 though. He had Miami, I had my Portland Trailblazers. I was up 10. It was like 50-40. I was up. You see that Ballsville. I was up 10 though.
Welcome everyone, and what a game we have for
last one's very tense though.
Kevin Harlan here, along with
it runs super fast down the court with LeBron, D Wade.
To bring you NBA action.
Forces me to stop him.
For the Miami Heat, they won their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
They went up against an extremely passive defense in that game, Clark. That was something to watch.
Yeah, but
trust me,
Steve, they weren't complaining about it at all. I mean, you love to catch a team having an off night defensively.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers, Lillard and
Matthews,
they're up in the backcourt.
There you go.
Batum and Aldridge are small and power forwards. And it's Hickson, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Heat, Wade and Ray Allen comprise the backcourt. Hansel and Bosch are up front, and it's LeBron in at the 3 slot.
You know, the Miami Heat are relatively young as a team in terms of NBA history. Joined the league in 1988, but really hit the ground running and have been a force in the East since they became part of the league.
Now here's Matthews after Dwayne Wade's miss, and Matthews kicks to Lillard.
Good rebound platoon. Let's go.
Oh, the one-hand jam.
Boy, that kind of hustle you just love to see.
And it gets his teammates fired up.
Yeah, especially with the powerful slam.
No, let's split. Good D.
Wade dishes to Allen.
Good D.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. Here we go, one-on-one.
Let's go.
Stuffs it through.
Let's go.
Finish there, showing you some major strength and the ability to sky.
I rode that elevator right to the
step up.
top floor.
I hate that crash. Start that motion. You can't stop it.
Tearing that roof down with that one.
Yeah, and really a dunk contest dunk that time. Wow.
Yeah, unreal. What a dunk.
Here's Aldridge.
There you go, JJ. Let's go.
Hickson throws it down.
Clean us. What I need you to do. I need to clean up them offensive rebounds. Step up, step up.
Right back to the bucket.
Prime example of it right there. No question. Good point, Clark.
Yeah, great rebounder and a great finisher. So that's a difficult combination to deal with for the defense.
Well, guys, Eric Spoelstra is really a young coach, but he's worked his way up from video coordinator to being one of the outstanding head coaches in the league. To be where he is, coaching one of the very elite teams in the NBA in Miami. You couldn't ask for a better position or a better opportunity. And I really have great respect and admiration for the way he's handled that and grown into that position. It's one of the better stories in the league.
You got to be kidding me on that one.
And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews.
Man, you got to be kidding me.
Here in the first.
Wow, okay.
2.5 minutes played so far.
No. Let's go.
Well, you talk about the job that Eric Spoelstra has done for the Heat, Clark.
Batum?
Certainly, but he's earned the opportunity to coach this roster.
Foul.
He's shown that he's up to the task. One of the brightest young coaches in the game.
Try to get the foul.
James gets it to go.
Great adjustment to avoid the D. That's hard to stop.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. And what'd you find out, Doris?
Kevin, speaking to him about their game plan, he said it was all about taking care of the ball and not forcing anything. He said the one team that beats us more than any other is ourselves. We get sloppy on offense, and it'll be a very tough game for us to win. It's something I stressed to them before the game. Let's see if they heard the message, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And getting good shots.
I know you can do about that mess, man. He trying to take charge of half court. He ain't getting it on me.
Here early on.
You know, Kevin, I think he worries sometimes that his guys play too much individual one-on-one basketball. I think he really wants to focus to be on team execution today.
And that's where it always should be, Kevin. And Steve, hero ball doesn't usually end up allowing you to be successful. So let's see if this message got across.
And that is good.
Big mistake not having more defensive pressure on him out there.
Well, with the Blazers for many years, Portland didn't even worry about the luxury tax. But because of the new CBA, there's a much stricter rule on the luxury tax, and it looks to me like the Blazers will have to make some adjustments.
And Chalmers kicks to LeBron. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. That's 7 points for LeBron.
Yeah, and he's such a clutch player, too. Relishes these big moments with the clock winding down, games up for grabs. That's when he tends to want the ball and create something, and more often than not, deliver.
And the other most noticeable thing about him, to me, is his passing. I mean, he makes things so easy for his teammates. All they have to do is get to the right spot on the floor. And he'll
That's bullshit, man.
Man, that was unreal. Hark it up.
Get your ass back on defense.
Oh, as nasty as it gets.
That's a good thing, right, Clark?
Yeah, it sure is. That's a good nasty.
Because that dunk was great. It was awesome.
There's good nasty and there's bad nasty. That was good nasty. Let's get that straight, Kevin.
The Heat making a switch here. Allen's checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Aldridge is checked in.
Right out of the gate, just filling it up.
Both teams are, guys. I mean, points coming fast.
No, you got see, look, that's bullshit, man.
Man, oh man, finishing with flavor.
Yeah, he put something extra on that one. You're right.
And the bench going wild, guys. They love it. What an amazing dunk.
So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to New Orleans.
Well, shooting as poorly as they did, there was very little chance they were going to win that game, guys.
Yeah, there was sort of a snowball effect in the game that I saw. I mean, what started as a cold night for a few guys became contagious and became a cold night for everybody.
Right.
Come on, man.
Heat shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And he's good on the second. There's 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now Lillard. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
You let him get to the rim, and that's exactly what's going to happen. You deserve that.
Yeah, he's more than capable. You're right, Clark, of providing some great highlight reel material.
Yes, sir.
And for a point guard to finish like that, I mean,
it's all tied in Miami. And don't go away.
There's somebody that collision detection or something. Good God, man. You could lose a game on that crap.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Big boost from their bench there, guys, in that first quarter. They did a nice job coming in.
That's deep. That's good deep.
Giving this team a lift.
Yeah, it's a nice attribute to have. Firepower coming off the pine early. That's good stuff.
So with LeBron on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Shane Battier is out there with Chris Anderson. Then it's Mike Miller. Then there's Chalmers. And it's Allen in at the two-guard spot.
Well, Wes Matthews came in as an undrafted free agent out of Marquette. Not really a household name, but a good two-way player. He can score, and he's a very tough, active defender.
He hit a three in the first.
Let's go.
But so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Allen outside. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And again, it's the Heat missing. And Matthews first signed by the Jazz, but you know, Portland liked what they saw in him, and they snatched him away with a front-loaded mid-level contract.
Yeah, pretty bold move there, but I think his play has lived up to that investment, and it certainly paid off for him. I mean, go undrafted, and now he's making more than most of the first-rounders who entered the NBA the same time he did. That's a heck of a move by Matthews.
The Heat trail by 4. Allen passes to Chalmers.
No way.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
And Matthews kicks to Lillard. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Good run, good run.
Lillard's got
good
7
run.
points in the game. And Miami calls
good
their
run.
first time out of the game. There's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And they had such a balanced offensive approach in winning that game. You love to see a team that can get it done in so many different ways.
Yeah, it was really a rich and diverse attack, and why not? Every approach worked for him.
The Trailblazers making a switch here.
Oh, yeah, we'll take them all day.
Luke Babbitt comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Sasha Pavlovich, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Ronnie Price has subbed in for Wesley Matthews. And the Heat call time here.
You know, and moving forward for Miami, they probably won't have a lot
boys
of
back in the game
because of the big contracts
Let's go.
of Bosh, Wade, and LeBron. But remember, it is easy to lure free agents.
Ain't nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can do about that. Dude was there.
And then also the attraction of living in Miami.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Chris Bosh is checked in for Anderson. Haslam comes in for Shane Battier. LeBron, he's checked in for Mike Miller. Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Mario Chalmers. Got a piece of it. He kicks to Babbitt. Shoots the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. LeBron's now got 3 rebounds so far in the game. So Steve, going back to Miami and them trying to lure talent down to South Beach, not only the city itself, but veterans line up to play, knowing, like we were talking about before, Clark, they have a chance to win a championship.
And that's the motivation, and as long as the big 3 are there, they won't have any trouble finding players who have been let go or in the last years of their contract who want to play for a winner, and those kind of players are willing to give up some cheese for some gold.
Price kicks to Babbitt. Lets it go with the 3. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. Babbitt's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, the thing I think people admire about him is that he's able to drop the 3 ball seemingly effortlessly. It's almost like second.
Oh, get out of here. He was there by himself.
He thinks about. I love the stroke on his shot from long range, and you certainly know something about that from his fingertips to nylon.
Good D.
Smooth sailing.
LeBron with another miss.
And you know, looking at J.J. Hickson, he spent 1 year at North Carolina State, and you can really see how much muscle he's put on his frame since he came into the NBA. And he's really filled out nicely.
I pressed pump fake. What the world?
Body for a big guy.
And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the mid-season surge,
why does LeBron have his freaking purple shoes on?
Shaping up. Look at the Heat.
Oh, get out. Come on. Get out of here.
And Hickson is a good rebounder, still learning how to maximize his talents, but he's a big,
Can't hit a free throw.
strong, athletic foreman. Got a lot of potential.
And a new group in for the Heat.
Thank you.
Chris Anderson is checked in for Bosh. Battier comes in for Udonis Haslem. Norris Cole, he's checked in for Ray Allen. And it's Chalmers in for Dwayne Wade.
Damian Lillard, one of the top point guards in this year's draft. He's really more of a scorer than a classic pure point. In fact, he led the nation in scoring a season ago, but very dangerous. Great penetrator, and he can knock down the outside shot.
Mike Miller's checked in for Miami. And Cole kicks to Battier.
Good defense.
And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
41 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Cole. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And you know what, guys? For Lillard at Weber State, he was asked to be the primary scorer out of necessity. I mean, sometimes guys in that position can reveal themselves to be much more prolific passers at the pro level than they were able to in college just because of the need for them to score.
And it's on its way from Chalmers for 2. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot.
Nice little lead there in They deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
I need to stop taking that shot. I like taking that shot though.
They completely dominated the boards here.
Good D. Good D.
No good on the buzzer beater. And we've reached halftime in this one. Now the second half about to start up.
Up 9. Up 9. Let's go.
What can you say? LeBron James.
See if we can stretch this lead. Here we go.
He's just carving up this.
He on the ground. Let's go. On the ground.
And get to the hoop. And some of his finishes at the rim, Steve. Wow. I mean, come on. I mean, he's giving his squad just what they needed.
On the floor for Portland. Matthews and Batum on the perimeter. Hickson is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge.
Take that foul.
Lillard in the point guard position.
You know, a lot of turnover in the last few years in the front office in Portland. And it's so difficult to make a transition as a team and get better and improve steadily when you don't have that continuity upstairs.
And as a player, it's hard, you know, sometimes to focus on just playing basketball when things are getting jumbled around upstairs. And there was a lot of jumbling upstairs with the Blazers, unfortunately.
Yeah, that is unfortunate, but it is part of the territory. And these guys are human, even though we think they're robots because of them being professionals.
Let's go, baby.
When things are bumpy within the organization, it can make it tough to handle your business between the lines if you're a player. There's no way to stop that. I mean, there's nothing you can do when he's coming at him like that.
Well, that's right, Clark. Steve, he is a dangerous, dangerous player.
Yeah, especially when he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane. I mean, pretty one-handed finish. That was nice. And Kevin, he's really solidified his role as the closer on this team. You know, Miami struggled to figure out whether they go to LeBron or Bosh or Wade at first. I think Wade has become the guy.
Well, I tell you what, it's nice to have two guys that are capable of closing, Steve. And I agree with you, though. His aggressiveness and confidence probably give him a slight edge in closing over LeBron. You can play great defense on him, but he still typically finds a way to get the shot he wants.
What an asset to a team when you've got big men who can knock down free throws. Look here at the top centers and power forwards in terms of free throw percentage this season. Number 5.
Come on. Really? Really? That dude is sitting there right in his face. Right in front of him. Right in front of him. But he still somehow just bullets his way and jumps and dunks the ball. Come on, man. You got to be kidding me.
Like the NBA, here's where Miami sits right now in the league ranking. First in shooting percentage. Third in three-point shooting. And they also show up in the top 5 in not giving up the ball. This is a low-turnover team. They value possessions, and they really concentrate on taking care of the rock.
And the shooting is really what stands out.
You see, he's doing that shit every time now. That's bullshit. That's okay, though.
You need to archive
that's all right, though.
For the highlight tape.
Oh, yeah, that is a keeper. You're correct.
Yeah, that was incredible. Yeah, and those plays will give your team a huge boost.
And that one's good by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 10 points.
And LaMarcus Aldridge is such a versatile scorer offensively. He's increased his range the last few years. He can step out to about 20 feet, knock down a jumper, releases the ball so high on that jump shot. But he's also got those post moves down on the block. And the Blazers really like to put the ball in his hands and run their offense through him.
The pass to Lillard. Hits it from three-point range. And it's a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
They're just getting better offensively as the game.
Oh, ridiculous move. Tore it down that time. Very few players have his explosiveness. I mean, man, can he ever fly to get to that rim?
Well, it's kind of scary when you play against Miami. I mean, that talent is so overwhelming. So what a lot of teams try to do.
That's all right. You can't stop LaMarcus Aldridge. That's all right, though.
Dribble penetration and force Miami to take outside shots.
The drive by LeBron. Power down.
Y'all seen this shit firsthand.
That's where he's been doing damage. Again and again, he keeps taking it inside and handling his business.
And Lillard kicks to Aldridge.
That's all right, though.
The Trailblazers good for 2.
Play through it. That's all right, though.
And it might seem like a bit of bunker approach, but if you are faced with giving LeBron and Wade
take that
a jump shot or a dunk, there isn't too much hesitation. I don't think, Clark, in your answer.
No, I would agree. I mean, there are a couple of things that scare you about the Heat. First, they can knock down outside shots and beat you if you try to go to a zone and close off driving lanes. And secondly, they're still probably able to find a way to get inside and dunk through you or over you.
It's kind of like pick your poison.
Yeah, they come at you in a couple of different ways.
Wade drives in.
Oh, look out, man.
Rim is shaken.
Don't do that to him. That was fantastic. Wow.
And Clark, the degree of difficulty.
Major.
That was amazing.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Look at San Antonio. And, of course, the Trailblazers just way behind. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Leonard, he's checked in for Hickson. Luke Babbitt comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Sasha Pavlovich, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Ronnie Price has subbed in for Lillard.
Great job. Take it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
You know, you look back at what's happened to the Blazers over the last few years. It's very sad. This was a club that was poised to be one of the dominant teams in the West, and then the injuries just set them back big time.
Chalmers against Price. The kick out to Matthews. The feed to Babbitt. 6 to shoot. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Injuries can creep up on a team, and as Steve said, Portland had so much promise.
Oh, I thought it was interesting in this game.
2 years ago, really, even at the beginning of last season. But look what's happened. No Odin, no Brandon Roy, and he was alluding to that moments ago, Clark, and that's tough. Those were cornerstone pieces for that organization.
Pillars for you, Kevin, and it's terribly unfortunate to lose 2 players of that caliber. You can see why the Blazers basically had to restart.
2 seconds.
Nice pick and roll. Nice pick and roll.
Came off the screen and did what I call a right now move, right to the rim. The defense had no time to recover.
The drive by Wade. Here's Battier. And no good trying to get that one.
Good stop.
A great show through 3 quarters. Trailblazers leading by 4. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for Miami, Mario Chalmers in the electric. D. Wade at the guards. LeBron James is out there with Shane Battier, and it's Bosh in at the center position.
Good D.
Wade.
Good D.
Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Batum off the pick from Hickson. And Shane Battier.
Oh, I didn't see Aldridge open. Aldridge is wide open.
That's his first foul. Ray Allen, he's checked in for Shane Battier. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Leonard, he's checked in for Hickson. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Luke Babbitt. Feeds to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Aldridge with a screen on Chalmers. Aldridge, he's covered by Bosh. And it's Wade with the jam.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb.
He's making no free throws,
He
though.
is an absolute force when he gets near the hoop.
And the Heat making a change here. Haslam's checked in.
Boy, they are really getting chewed up inside here. I mean, that's 8 of the last 10 points they've given up inside, in the paint.
Oh, come on, D. Wade. Oh, damn, I was in D. Wade.
You can't let anybody
Wesley
just trot in there
Matthews.
and get an easy bucket.
They're forced to foul out the game, man.
Well, everybody knows about the big 3 in Miami with James, Bosh, and Wade. I think the question going forward with the new CBA really penalizing
I was shooting.
luxury tax. It'll be interesting to see how Miami handles that going forward.
Look at it, look.
Because those 3 guys make up the vast majority of their salary cap. So adding other players may be difficult.
Sasha Pavlovich, she's checked in for Portland.
And one, let's go.
And it's 13 points for Batum.
You know, Kevin, they were a step late on their defensive rotation, and that helped them get right to the rim.
And as it's been for Miami in the first few years of the Big Three here, they've had to rely on vets coming in and not making too much money. They're trying to sell them on being a champion as opposed to getting fat in the wallet.
Yeah, and it'll continue to be like that, Kevin. There's just no other way it can happen because they really don't have a chance to add any additional big names because they've already got 3 of the biggest names that you could get. So it's about finding the right pieces to surround those guys and see if that's good enough to win a title.
It's Aldridge penetrating.
Not much resistance on that jam.
Yeah, defensively, you're right. Not a great sequence.
Well, they lost track of him, and they paid the price.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Well, I heard that LeBron still rides his bike to the arena now and again on game day, and he's an avid cyclist, I guess. And when you're down in Miami, you got to make the most of that Miami weather, don't you?
Yes.
That's D.
A moment to check
Grab
in
that.
with Doris. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric's.
Oh, God, move. Let's go.
Told them to stick with what's worked.
Perfectly timed spin move.
Listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside. Let's take advantage of it.
Good defense.
Working the ball inside.
About time I didn't give him that crap.
Thanks,
Let's
Doris.
go.
And going back to LeBron.
Let's go.
He's always enjoyed bicycles. He said as a kid in Akron, in fact, he'd tool around on his bike looking for pickup games.
Understand that feeling.
Steve, you're a big bicyclist, I know. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's great, you know, and he has his.
Oh, yeah, we take them all day.
Wheels for Education
Ah.
in Akron, a charity bike-a-thon, encouraging kids to stay active and to
Oh.
stay in school.
Here's Matthews. And
Let's take it strong, baby. Let's go.
He's definitely showing some real sweet dunking skills here.
Are you kidding me? Oh, my gosh. What a play.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. And Lillard kicks to Aldridge. Covered by LeBron. Outside, Batum.
Yep, let's
No
go.
one covering.
We'll play
Batum's
Batum.
got 21 in the game.
What an incredible quarter he's having. He's unstoppable right now.
They grab their own miss. Here's Wade.
Good D.
Cannot hit.
Yeah.
They have really been a group of glass eaters out there today, fellas. I mean, just devouring any and all rebounds.
And I think that's the difference in the game right now. A double-digit lead in that category.
The Heat trail by 15. Allen from deep three-point range.
Good shot.
The long-distance three is buried. The Trailblazers have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Into LaMarcus Aldridge. The kick out to Matthews. The kick out to Aldridge. Puts up the baby hook. And again, it's Portland converted.
Well, that's been nice, efficient work, guys, that he's been doing. I mean, we haven't seen him take many bad shots, and that's the sign
Get that
of
out of
a
here.
poised player.
And now Matthews pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
That was a rage quit. This is a rage quit here. Only left the match. Subscriber game, folks. Another one down. See y'all on the sticks.